welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is SheleathaMaxine and you are officially a BFF. So as you can tell from the title, I'm bringing you guys this final review, a month review of the AmellaHair. You guys know I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I'm here to bring you the review as promised. So I've been rocking this one unit for the past month. I have reapplied it about 3 times. I don't go anywhere, so you know it's usually tied down, but even with that, you know, over time with frontals especially, it still lifts no matter what. So being as though I work and stuff like that and I sweat and things like that, of course the lace comes up. So I reapplied it about 3 times. Today was actually the 3rd time that I reapplied it. I washed it twice and so far so good, you guys. This was the body wave. I actually straightened it today. The only thing that I've ever used in this hair throughout the entire time that I had it on was the BioSilk like hair polish. That's literally the only thing that I used. Last time I was up here, I did have the middle part. I ended up changing it to a side part for something different. I just wanted to get a different look with the hair. I have a very oddly shaped head, so sometimes middle parts look a little weird for me. So I really like side parts, and it's not an extremely deep side part, which I'm going to get into in a minute, but I like side parts. I think it shapes my head better. I'm also going to be briefly talking about what's been going on, just a slight update about what I'm doing with my life at this point in time. So again, getting back to the hair, for a month of consistent wearing, I think this hair it stood the test. I do not regret saying in the first video that I would purchase this hair with my own coin. I do not regret that. I was actually surprised because I'm like, well, maybe this hair is not going to really stand like to last that long, just because I don't know, like I don't have high expectations for like hair that's like around $200. My wedding hair, actually, I ordered from Amazon. I was shocked at that, but that was close to $300, so I was fine with that. And yes, I bought my wedding wig from Amazon, okay? But I was really shocked. I said, oh, this hair is pretty nice. Very minimal shedding. I was actually gonna keep all of the hair, like when I brush it every day, I was just gonna keep it and show you guys. I'm like, that's kind of disgusting. But it is, you know, it would have gave you guys an idea if you were to purchase this hair, which you could expect. Now, on my previous video, someone said, well, not the previous video, but the last video, the only video I did with this hair, someone commented and basically said, like, you know, this is a scam, like they got scammed or what have you. I didn't delete the comment because that is that person's truth. So I didn't, you know, negate that. I didn't debate that. I just was like, I left it alone because everybody has different experiences with hair companies. Again, this hair was sent to me. I did not purchase this hair. It was sent to me to review, and honestly, I love the hair. I can't even lie. I really love the hair. It definitely, I haven't really curled it aside from the wand curls. So from the wand curls, it did hold a nice wave to it, and I literally one passed this entire thing, and I wasn't in small sections. I was in pretty thick sections, so it does straighten really nicely. So as for the final review, I would say it is definitely a 5-star in terms of affordability, in terms of longevity, for sure. Like for me to still have, you know, this much hair, and I think it was like 180 density. It's a pretty full wig. It's not a thin wig. And 24 inches, it maintained the length. As you guys know, with like hair, it's the hit or miss, because sometimes the hair could be one length and then over time you're brushing it and stuff like that, and then it just gets shorter. I've had that happen so many times with so many different wigs I've ordered from either AliExpress or Amazon, where I just had to, so I didn't waste my money, cut the wig into a bob. So for this hair to still maintain that length, I'm just gonna brush it out for you guys. It's awesome to me. I feel like I haven't gotten dressed in so long. I haven't done my makeup in so long. That's enough with the hair. The hair is good in my books. I will continue to wear this hair. Y'all know I'm not throwing out nobody's hair. If you came here for the final review, you could go ahead and exit stage left, because this is strictly about my little life update. I just wanted to say that. So a brief update. I actually started the keto diet, and today is my 13th day on it. And I'm very disciplined this go around. It seemed like every weight loss plan that I tried to do, it worked, and then I just stopped. I was never consistent. And again, it's only been 13 days, but I don't really see me turning back. And that's the thing with like keto diets and intermittent fasting and things like that. It's a quick fix in a way, but you can gain the weight right back. I gained 30 pounds from the time I got married. Like, I lost 30 pounds and gained it back. And you know, they always say, well, you're gonna put on a couple pounds after you get married, that's just happiness or whatever. No, I was just eating poorly and just wasn't caring. And then on top of that, with the pandemic, all I could do was eat. So it was like I really stood no chance. So I'm like, I need to get healthier, because now my joints are starting to hurt. Now I'm winded. Now when I go up the stairs, my knees are hurting. And once I quit the post office, my knees stopped hurting. So for it to go back to that scared me, and I knew I had to do something. And instead of going to like the extreme, because the extreme for me, which would have been my last resort, is surgery. Just shrinking my stomach. That was literally the mindset that I was at. So I'm like, I don't have any type of like, what am I gonna do? I felt like I was at my wit's end, but I said, you know what? I was getting encouraged throughout the pandemic. It seemed like everybody was getting into their health, and I was like, I need to do the same. But first, I need to start with my eating habits. I used to eat very poorly, and my weaknesses were starch and, you know, pastas and rice, and oh my God, mac and cheese is my favorite. My mouth is just watering thinking about it. I'm a pizza lover. That was my go-to. So I know I needed a diet that was going to, that I wouldn't have to eat things I didn't like. I'm also a very picky eater too, so all of that you could imagine. But with the keto diet, what I learned, first of all, it's a very low carb, high fat diet. So basically, you don't eat any carbs. Anything that turns into sugar, you just do not eat. You cancel out snacks too, and I'm a snacker, but we're gonna get into that. So yeah, so you focus on just high fats, right? Avocado, meat, any type of meat is fine. And that's something that I feel like really works for me, because I'm a big steak eater. I love burgers, I love chicken, all that good stuff. So when I was doing some more research, I learned that this actually this seems like it could be right up my alley. And it was another girl that I follow. Her name is Tati. Shout out to you, boo. She actually had like a keto like plan, and where she details, you know, the good fats and the bad fats and things like that. And then she also included like her recipes and stuff like that. And I remember, and I'm like, oh my God, let me hear her up. Literally early in the morning, I woke up. It was just like that. It wasn't, even though I was doing my research, I didn't get started on anything. And so I literally woke up in the morning. I was like, you know what? Let me reach out to her. I sent her a message. She was so gracious. She sent it to me because I know she was selling it. And at that point, I'm going to buy it. Even though I could probably just do the work myself, I'm trying to buy something that could really get me into motion, you know, get me on a head start. So she was like, no, she gave it to me, and I'm so thankful for her for that. I immediately went food shopping. Any like potatoes, whatever I had in my fridge, I gave it to my mom. I'm not gonna throw it away. Y'all know I do not waste money. I gave it to my mom, and I was like, okay, after this brunch, I have to do this for the longevity of my life, for my comfortability in terms of being intimate with my husband. Just everything plays a factor into your health. And I didn't want to chance, hypertension runs in my family so crazy, so I didn't want to chance that. So yeah, I had to think about my life and my health and all of that good stuff. So I'm 13 days clean. I'm in ketosis. I came out of ketosis twice, and I think that's because I bought a cauliflower pizza. And I looked on Google, and it said that was keto friendly, but maybe that had a little bit of carbs in it. That's why it took me out of ketosis. But I check myself 3 times a day at a minimum. I just always, me checking myself, I use a little test strip that you can get on Amazon. Me checking myself every day motivates me to continue. And I get a little discouraged when it's not as dark as I need that strip to be, because the darker it is, the darker it is, the more ketones you have. So, and that is what burns the fat. So, you know, I check myself every day and I'm feeling good. I don't know if it's a change in my face. I lost 5 pounds in 13 days. So I feel amazing. And Child was asking me, like, is this something that you want to stick with? And I'm like, yes. So I'm trying to make this a lifestyle. And the beauty of it is, it's not that I'm depriving myself of much. I'm still eating what I want to eat. I'm just, number one, eating in smaller portions. I'm also doing intermittent fasting. I'm fasting for 16 hours a day and I got an 8-hour feeding period. So, and through the 8 hours, I try to eat once every 4 hours. So twice, you know, during that 8-hour feeding period. And I'm not depriving myself of anything. The only thing that I miss is ginger ale. That's the only, and Sprite. Those are the only things I really, and macaroni and cheese. And Snickers. And Reese's. Stay focused. My best friend actually had to come with me to Walmart because I'm like, girl, I need something. Like, I need something. Ice is like no longer doing it. So I got like a bunch of like not a bunch because they're expensive. Keto food is very expensive. So I got these bars. I got Halo ice cream, which is disgusting. It's keto ice cream. Is disgusting. I'll do a separate video on that if you guys are interested in that. If you guys are interested in that, definitely leave it below. To wrap this up, because I didn't want to make this too long, that's what's been going on with me. If you guys notice a glow, just how I feel, if you notice that I lost a couple like pounds off the face, let me know. Make a sister feel good. And that's what best friends supposed to do. So y'all supposed to do that. Thank you in advance. And yeah, to wrap it up, this hair was bomb. I really enjoy it. I really enjoyed it rather. I love it. Still has that volume for me. So yeah. If you guys enjoyed this final review and a little bit of my life update, definitely give me a big thumbs up. And I will be back with another. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.